Hey, Terry, welcome to the call.
Good evening. Hmm.
All right, I got 8 o'clock Eastern time. Welcome to our Sunday night team builders training call for Team Prosperity Partners. My name is Russell Pete, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to our Sunday night team call. I'll be your host tonight, along with the rest of our executive director leadership team, and so glad to have everybody on the call. Happy post-Thanksgiving to the team. Hopefully you had a chance to spend Thanksgiving with the people that you love and care about, and so glad to have everybody on tonight. So let's get started with our call, with our roll call for the first 4 or 5 minutes of the call. I see many of you on the call already. As you come onto the call, give us your name and where you're calling in from.
Terry Allen, Louisville, Kentucky.
Terry's first one on the call, as always, every Sunday.
How you doing?
Hey there, Stacy and Larry Martin from Suffolk, Virginia.
Hey, Stacy, welcome to the call. Glad to have you on as always.
Thank you.
Tillis Alizé, Northern Virginia.
Hey, Tillis, welcome to the call. Glad to have you on as always.
Evan Hughes, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Hey, Evan, good to see you on the call, sir. Glad to have you on as always. All right, guys, as you come onto the call, give us your name and where you're calling in from. Let us know you're on the call tonight. You gotta unmute your line. You could be talking to yourself. We can't hear you if you don't hit the little microphone icon on your Zoom app to unmute your line.
Happy Sunday, family. Shauna here.
Hey, well, Shauna, glad to have you on the call. Shauna Blanc, as always. Wouldn't be a call without you. Glad to have you on. All right, guys, again, I got 8:01, 7:01 Central Time. It's time for our Sunday night team builders training call for Team Prosperity Partners. My name is Russell Pete. It's my pleasure to be your host tonight, as I am every Sunday night, along with the rest of our executive director leadership team. We're going to spend the first 2 minutes of the call tonight doing what we call our roll call. So as you're coming to the call, introduce yourself by giving us your name and where you're calling in from, so we know who you are and where you're calling in from.
We got Mark Smith, Minneapolis.
Hey, Mr. Smith. Hey, Mark, glad to have you on the call, sir. Welcome to the call as always.
Linda T.
Kevin Adams from New Orleans.
Yes, Linda T. Glad to have you on the call. Linda, welcome to the call as always. Wouldn't be a call without you.
Kevin Adams from New Orleans.
Hey, Kevin from New Orleans. Glad to have you on, sir. Welcome to the call. Let's see, Mr. Valines is there.
Melissa Cornegay, Atlanta.
There's Melissa. Welcome to the call. Ms. K. Melissa, glad to have you on the call as always. All right, guys, 2 minutes after y'all. We got a couple more minutes of roll call. As you're coming to the call tonight, introduce yourself by giving us your name and where you're calling in from, so we know that you're on the call and the rest of the team knows that you're on the call and where you're calling in from, if you don't mind. No, it ain't. No. Bernadette Jackson, Killeen, Texas. I see you. Welcome to the call, Bernadette.
Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving, even though it's over.
Yeah, happy post-Thanksgiving to you as well, and the rest of the team as well. I hope most of you had an opportunity to spend Thanksgiving with those that you love and care about. To me, that's what it's all about. It's about giving thanks for the things that we have, our life, liberty, freedom, and the opportunity to do what we want to do when we want to do it with a great company like Legal Shield. All right, as you come into the call, guys, again, give us your name, where you're calling in from. Let us know you're on the call. We got about another 2 or 3 minutes left in our roll call. Take this opportunity right now to send that last-minute reminder text message, or even make a phone call to someone on your team to make sure they're on the Sunday night Team Builders training call tonight, because it's going to be a great call, and you want them to get it directly from the call, not secondhand from you, or even on a recorded link that we're going to post a little bit later on. You want them to hear the call live so they can be a part of it as well. So just take this time, right? Since you're on the call, send a reminder text to your team members, make sure they get on the call. Don't just assume because you remember to hop on the call that they're going to remember as well. Sometimes life gets in the way, they forget, time, stuff happens. They get busy doing something else and they may forget to call. So send them a quick reminder text message. Maybe they're not part of our group meet chat to get the reminder message that our leaders send out, or maybe they're not part of our Facebook group. So you be the leader of your own team and send out a quick text message or make a quick phone call to your team to get them on the call tonight. Thanks for being on, everyone. We're going to get started in about another minute or so. Welcome to our Sunday night Team Builders training call. My name is Russell Peden. It's my pleasure to be your host tonight, along with the rest of our incredible executive director leadership team. We got a great call lined up for you tonight as we get ready to close out this last month, the second to the last month of 2021, and help us all focus on how to close 2021 strong as we roll into our 50th anniversary year, 2022. So glad to be on the call. Come on, as you come into the call, give us your name, where you're calling in from.
Hi, Cindy Marvin from Atlanta.
Hey, Cindy, glad to have you on the call. Good to see you. Happy post-Thanksgiving to you as well.
Robert Cathy Jr. from the great state of Georgia.
Hey, Mr. Cathy Jr., glad to have you on the call, sir. Wouldn't be a call without you. Or Cindy. Cindy, we're going to make you a co-host as well.
Dexter over here, Louisville, Kentucky.
Hey, Dexter, welcome to the call, sir. Glad to have you on the call as always.
All right, happy
Tony
holidays,
Lawson,
sir.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Tony, welcome to the call, sir. Glad to have you on the call every week. Appreciate you being on, sir. All right.
Guys. From New York, Mr. Beeden.
Hey, Flora, glad to have you on. Wouldn't be a call without you. You know that. Glad to have you on, Flora. Anybody else before I mute the lines out? Last call for roll call.
Shirley Harvey, St. Louis.
Hey, Shirley, glad to have you on the call as always. Hey, Mr. Valines, glad to have you, one of our executive director leaders there. Glad to have you on the call, sir. All right, guys, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and mute the lines. Let's get into my favorite part of the call. That is our bright spots. If you're new to the team, or if this is your first time on the call, the bright spots section of our call is my favorite part of the call. It's the part of the call we get to recognize you for the great job that you're doing out there protecting and empowering families and recruiting other fellow business partners to join you in protecting and empowering families. And we want to hear about your excitement, your enthusiasm. If you've been out there protecting families, we want you to share those with us. If you've got team members that have been out there protecting and empowering families and small businesses, we want you to share those stories with us as well. We want to recognize you for the great job you're doing. And it's all right to recognize yourself. Maybe you want to toot your own horn. Maybe you protected a family. Maybe you fast-star qualified. Maybe you moved to manager, senior manager, director, or above. We want to celebrate you and your success this month. So it's all right to toot your own horn. It's all right to toot the horn of your team members and folks that you're working with every day. So go ahead and share your success stories. We've had a great month so far. We had a great week, even with Thanksgiving in the middle of it. I told you guys we're going to keep on trucking even through Thanksgiving. You know, company in American business I know was promoting their businesses hard this week as they head into this holiday season with Black Friday and tomorrow's Cyber Monday and all this good stuff. Even Legal Shield, we had our own Black Friday special that continues all the way into the 29th of this month. So it's all right to celebrate it and recognize yourself and your team for the great job you're doing. So let's kick things off. Who has something exciting they want to share? Who wants to go first?
Hey, I'll go, Russell, for you.
Hey,
well, I want to recognize Tony Lawson. He sold a membership and it was a cold lead. He was out even just putting up his cards places, and I work with him to sell that membership. So that's a harder one to sell when you don't really know the person.
Right.
And at first, and so I was real excited for him. And I had mentioned, I guess 2 weeks ago, because I didn't mention it last week, that I was doing an open enrollment for one of my insurance brokers, but she had never done anything before, and she'd been with me for 5 years. And I closed 50% so far of the first group that I talked to. The second group we haven't heard from yet in terms of, the closing ratio there, but we haven't gotten everybody's, applications yet and all that, finished it all out, but it was really good what we got done. So they were all happy and excited about Legal Shield.
That's exciting stuff. The employee benefit side of our business is a very lucrative way to market our memberships and make a great living in Legal Shield. And for those that are interested, you should certainly focus on those people in our team, partner with them, and people like Cindy Marvin, people like Sharon Holiday and Erica Rowe, others on our team that are starting to focus on that side of the business. And if that's something that you're interested in, or if you have some contacts that you might want to get plugged in, that wasn't an area of the business that I wanted to focus on because I didn't think in the beginning I had the skill set for it. But I've got a ton of people on my team who focus on the employee benefits. Some of the top employee benefit business solutions folks in the company are part of our team. And that's because that's their focus. They like that. And I like overrides. And if they want to go out and enroll a whole university faculty, I'm cool with that too. I like getting the overrides off of those memberships as well. So if that's something you're interested in, or you have contacts, something like that, plug in. Reach out to us. Let the team help you focus on that area, help you plug you into someone on the team who's an expert in that area, who can get you field trained or can help you recruit to that marketplace as well. That's good stuff. So Sandy, thanks. Congratulations, Tony, man, on marketing the membership, right? That's what it's all about. Congratulations to you, sir. Good stuff. All right, guys. Anybody else?
I want to share something. I want to share with Cindy. It wouldn't have been able to get done without her. When you bring in the expert, you get it closed. And I was able to bring in the expert, and she was able to close the deal. So I thank Cindy for being accessible for me to help make that happen.
Well, congratulations to you, man. And you couldn't have said any better, guys. She said that she brought in the expert. We call that third party, or we refer to it sometimes as a three-way call. Was this a call, Cindy, Tony, or was this face-to-face one-on-one?
No, he was face-to-face with her, but I was on the phone. They're in Pennsylvania.
That's a three-way call, guys. We talk a lot about how important a three-way call is, guys. Mr. Valens was talking to our 90-day run accountability group that someone says, well, they weren't interested. They told me no. And he said, well, how can they tell you no if I didn't speak with them? Which means they didn't do a three-way call with me, because you bring the expert into the equation, guys. The expert can ask the questions and answer the questions to help move that prospect in the direction that you want them to go, either enrolling as a member or an associate, or moving to the next exposure, which could get them the information they need to become a member or become an associate. So take advantage of introducing a third-party expert into the equation. Now, we say expert, they don't have to be a ring earner, even an executive director, just someone else who understands their role as the expert is to ask the right questions, answer the prospect's questions, and then move them to a decision of either joining as a member or an associate, or getting them to the next exposure, which could be a live presentation, could be a video, could be a document or website that will get them the information that they need so they can make a decision to partner with you as a member or as an associate. So third party is very key to our business. And I appreciate that. You guys couldn't have set it up any better that way, Cindy and Tony. Thanks for sharing that with us tonight in the bright spots. All right, who else has got something exciting want to share? Bright spots.
I'll go, Mr. Peden.
Go ahead, tell us, of course.
Okay, awesome. So I want to definitely congratulate Melissa. I think she's still on. She may have just gotten off, but she actually marketed several memberships last week. I think she's like double or triple PC Pro. So I definitely want to congratulate her. I also want to congratulate Stacy and Larry. They brought in a couple business partners. I think she has 3 already this month. And we just launched her new associate tonight. And so thanks to Shauna and Linda for getting on and helping out the team. I would truly appreciate it. And I just want to thank all of you for bearing with me as I go through this with my mom. She had a blood infection that was really, really bad, and it just took her out at her age. But she's fastly trying to overcome that, and she's back at home now. And I just got back to Virginia earlier today. But the team has just been rocking, and I just want to say to everybody on the line, that's why we build a team, right? Because they were able to move when I wasn't able to do anything, and they really carried everything out. So I just want to say to my team, I totally thank all of you for hanging in there and just doing everything during this time and just keeping going, Mr. Pete. And it was just amazing to watch. I'm almost in tears when I think about it now. So they did their 3-way calls. They did everything, and I'm so proud of them. So back over.
Isn't that great? Another great point. And tell us, we were all there praying for you, making sure your mom was doing well, and glad that we're all excited when you put out there to the team that she's back home. I saw the team members kind of virtually wrapping their arms around you, saying, "Hey, we're so excited your mom's back home." That's what it's all about. My mentors, the business friend with Alexander, said, "You know what? Build a family, build a team that's focused on family, and they won't quit on you. They'll be there for you when you need them." And that's what it's all about, guys. The other, and the reality of it is if you build a team, guys, your business continues to go when you can, as Tellis just said. She was able to step back for a week or 10 days to focus on what's important. Her mom, we all know how important our parents are and our family is to us. So it's nice to have that luxury or that ability to say, you know what, I got to focus on this. And your business continues to grow. She has great leaders because she's such a great leader herself. Their leaders continue to do their own 3-way calls, their own Zoom calls, and continue to build their business. And where they weren't necessarily relying upon Tillis, but because of Tillis, they're able to continue to build. And as a result, her business continued to grow. She didn't have to worry about, is my team going to stop, or am I going to miss executive director qualification? No, her team continued to build. And that's what it's all about. Another reason to build. Now, if Tillis had been, her business was all about her. She was out there enrolling members herself, and her business was dependent upon her writing 10, 20, or 30 memberships this month, but she had to take 7 or 10 days off. That's a different reality, right? Another reason why having a team in place is important, because life happens. When I got sick, 7 years ago, when unable to work for 2 years, if I had been a sole producer, my entire income would have been, our family would have been disrupted for 2 years because I couldn't work the business for 2 years. So great point, Tillis. Thanks for sharing. And we were all rooting for you, your mom, rooting for you, and praying for you both and your entire family. So we're glad to have you, especially in a week like this when it's all about family and Thanksgiving. I'm glad she was home in time for the holidays, and that's what it's all about. We love you, and we appreciate your leadership and everything you bring to our team. All right, guys, anybody else? Exciting, bright spots. Who else? Maybe you don't have anything, your team didn't continue to work with you, but you said, well, I don't have anything that exciting to share. It doesn't matter. We believe in celebrating all wins. Maybe you just protected one family this week. That's exciting. Maybe you got Performance Club qualified. Maybe you're on your way to get a Performance Club qualified. We want to celebrate you. Maybe you just got your PC done, or maybe you're at PC Pro, or maybe you got double or triple PC Pro like Melissa did. So anybody else, anything you want to share? Don't be shy.
Yes, Mr. Peden.
Go ahead, Shauna.
Can you all hear me?
Tell me something.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I was muted or something. Yeah, got a lot of good news. I want to shout out this incredible team helping me qualify for my second month PD. Mr. Brian Cobb, I think he's like 5 premium away from his Performance Club. So he's back in the game, protected a family for combo plan. Well, I'm so excited about Miss Nicole Jackson, right? Nicole came out to last Saturday when we were having the live event. She brought her sister out as a guest, recruited her first business partner for the month, like yesterday. Like, I'm having family time. She calls me for a welcome call. I was like, what? So I'm so excited for her. She's working on getting back a Performance Club as well. I also want to shout out Joyanne. She brought in a new business partner with a combo plan. So we're working over here the next 2 days, massive activity to get month 2 in the back.
I know, a month, 2 in the bag. I know you're going to get it done. I have all the faith in the world in you, Shauna Block, to knock out your second consecutive month as an executive director. You're going to be a 2-month thunder, and then you're going to be 3 months guaranteed. It's all downhill from there. So congratulations to you and your amazing team. Nicole, congratulations on recruiting your sister and getting her started. Welcome call, following the system. That's what we do. And Brian Carr, I'm so glad to have you back. Performance Club qualified, sir. I'm going to go ahead and speak that into existence since you're only $5 in your premium away from PC. I know you're going to get that done if you haven't already got it done today. Congratulations to you as well. That's what it's all about, guys. Performance Club is that one goal that we can all shoot for and achieve if we just put in a little bit of work every month. And Performance Club, we say go for pro and settle for PC. But you might as well focus on PC because it is the name of the game. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks as well. I like to kick off the year focus on Performance Club like I did last year because it's so vitally important to our business and it's such a simple thing to focus on that has a huge impact on your business. We'll talk about that in the coming weeks. Congratulations, Sean. Looking forward to celebrating your second month at ED. Anybody else? Before we move on to our announcements, just any other bright spots, excited? Anybody just biting at the bit, they have something exciting they want to share. It doesn't matter what it is. We believe in celebrating all wins, no matter how big, no matter how small. Who's next?
I wanted to, this is Linda T. I definitely wanted to shout out Marsha Blackwell. I know Tillis put it in the group, in the chat box, but I definitely wanted to say, Marsha protected her family and it's good to have her back as well.
Yeah, I saw Marsha Blackwell sneaking back in there. Congratulations, Marsha, getting back in the game. She was never really out, but life happens. People, we step back. It's great to know you got a great team ready to welcome you back and a system that you can just step back into. So congratulations, and congratulations you again, Linda, for just your amazing leadership, and congratulations on you continuing to qualify for executive directors with your amazing team. Looking forward to helping you celebrate your next level of achievement as well. Anybody else before we move on to our announcements tonight? Bright spots. Last call for bright spots before we go ahead and move on. Anybody else just got something to want to share? Maybe you got a new team here. Maybe you're just excited about being a part of this team, excited about the company that you're part of as we head into our 50th year in business. I'm excited about that. I got to tell you, I love. Go ahead. Who's that? Hey, Marsha Blackwell. Good to see you.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you guys for standing behind me during my time with my family and deaths. I appreciate all the gifts, the cards, the calls, and it made me feel like, well, I know, as always, I had a team behind me, but it felt even better for having a team behind me. Thank Miss Tillis and Miss Linda T. She was always checking in on me. And she said, whenever you get ready, we'll know you're ready. I know you're still out there, but we haven't forgotten you. So I just want to thank you, Mr. Dazzy, everybody for the continued support.
Well, we appreciate you. You're a vital part of our team. We want to help you, as always, achieve whatever level of success you desire. And that's what team's all about, guys. We're here for you. If you need to, we run with you if you want to run. We walk with you if you want to walk. And you know what? If you stand still, we're going to come back around. We may lap you, but we can come back around and pick you up and encourage you. And that's what it's all about. That's what teamwork and family is all about. I believe.
And that's what Miss Shauna did also. Miss Shauna, she reached out, she called me every day and was checking on me. So like I said, it's great to be a part of a team that's a family. Thank you, guys.
I believe that. Shauna Block, I don't think you and Shauna are genealogically connected, except you're just all part of Team Legacy, Team Prosperity Partners. But Shauna is the team's team. She's our mascot or our team cheerleader. She's got the team together. Everyone achieves more. That's Shauna Block right there. She is so always focused on the team, not even as focused as my opinion as she probably should be on her own business, but helping everybody else. And as a result, her business grows. And that's what it's all about too. So I can see the call going in a certain direction tonight. So I appreciate it. It's all about family. It's all about team, guys. And that's why this is the Sunday night team builders training call. And this is a proof positive that building a team is what it's all about. Thanks for sharing that, Marsh. We're glad to have you back. Looking forward to watching your smoke as you get back going into business.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Anybody else? With that, we can close out the bright spots unless somebody else is just biting at the bit. They got something they definitely want to share before we move on. Nope. Last call for bright spots. All right. Nobody else? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the bow on the bright spots and move into our announcements tonight. I again, just want to remind everybody, I don't think I need to put the flyer up, but our Legal Shield's Black Friday special is still going on until the 29th of this month. Anyone that you bring on board as a new associate, when they go out, and they have until the end of the year. This is what I think is so amazing about this promotion. So you bring a new associate on between now and the 29th of November. That's basically the end of the month. Well, the 30th is the end of the month, but Tuesday or Monday, today's the 20th. So tomorrow, anyone you bring on between now and tomorrow, and I say now because you can still recruit people tonight and tomorrow, they will receive a $50 bonus. That's an extra bonus on top of their commissions and overrides just when they enroll their very first members. The company's way of getting them a little $50 holiday bonus for going out there and protecting one family. And I know I can't tell you, but I think the company's got some other exciting things to announce on the 1st of December. They're going to wave all kind of holiday cash and bonuses and incentives in front of our faces, I believe, in the next couple of days. So, but just that promotion is still going on until tomorrow. And anyone you bring on board, and they have until December 31st to enroll that first member to get that $50 bonus. They don't have to do it within their first week, their first 10 days, 12 days, even their first 20 days. They have until December 31st, according to the flyer, to enroll that first member and get that $50 bonus. So that's a big deal. That's kind of Legal Shield's Black Friday special. Of course, the other big thing we want to talk about, again, we don't want to let a call go by without at least letting you know how important our international convention is going to be. I like to call it this particular event, in April, our international convention is our 50th anniversary celebration. And I got to believe, and I know for a fact, because I see what the company is doing. I hear it from other leaders on the Platinum Council. I talked with Don Thompson. The company's pulling out all the stops to make this year's international convention, what I'm calling the 50th anniversary celebration, an all-out banger. It's just going to be off the chain. They're not going to spare any expense. We're back in Oklahoma City, which is where our roots is, where it all started 50 years ago. And a little couple from Central Houma, Oklahoma, started this company on their kitchen table today to go into to build a company that has the largest employer in southeastern Oklahoma. Mr. Stonecipher are icons in the state of Oklahoma in terms of business icons. Their philanthropy and their giving, they're known all over the state. And the state of Oklahoma wouldn't be the same without this company and without this couple that started it. So I'm telling you, all the kind of dignitaries are going to be at this event. It's just going to be an event to remember. It's going to be an amazing event. And you can get registered for less than $50 if you get with one of the leaders on our team. We've got bundle pricing tickets at $50 right now for the 50th anniversary. And you can get yourself registered for this event. In fact, I'd get yourself registered and register 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of your new associates that you haven't even recruited yet, so they can get it at the bundle price ticket as well, because it's going to be an amazing event. I can't wait for next April for the International Convention, our 50th anniversary celebration. I guarantee you it's going to be one for the record books. It's just going to be out of sight. And we're going to continue to talk about it every week as we get closer and closer and closer to it. But just, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about it. So just make plans, put that on your calendar. Someone put in the chat what the dates are. I believe it's the first weekend in April. I might be making a mistake there, but someone put it in the chat. If you've got it on your calendar already, I have to look at my phone. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and move forward and talk. I'm going to continue this little series that I started a couple weeks ago about this idea of going for no. And I know you guys might think, Mr. Pete is beating this horse to death. But guys, the reason I want to continue to talk about this because I was sure I was going to share with you guys this week. The #1 killer of associates in our business is rejection. Rejection. People hate the word no. They don't want to be told no, especially people that they know and care about, their friends and family. And you're saying, these are the people that you asked us to talk to first. You said, Ms. Pete, they're good. They're the good people to start with. They're great practice. They're going to at least listen to you. But hearing no from people that we care about is much worse than hearing no from someone we don't care about. I get it. But rejection is part of the business. People saying no. I've said this before, and I know I may be being redundant here, guys, but most people that you talk to aren't going to be interested in taking a look right now. And most of the ones that take a look aren't going to join you right now. And the ones that join you right now aren't going to really get out there and get after it right now. And the ones that actually get after it right now aren't going to be the ones that become your leaders right now. And your leaders aren't going to become your superstars right now. But the flip side of that coin is a lot of people that you talk to will join you. A lot of people that join will go to work right now, as you hear on this call every week. And a lot of those folks are going to end up becoming your leaders. A lot of those folks are going to eventually become your superstars. You know, superstars are the ones that are going to take you to the land of your dreams. Going to take you to travel in the world like Mr. and Mrs. Dazzy are right now. I think last I heard they were in Dubai and spent Thanksgiving in Dubai. Wouldn't it be nice to build a business that allows you to travel to the other side of the world and your business continues to grow? I bet you the Dazzies won't be able to spend. That may be not true if I know the Dazzies. I was going to say they won't be able to spend as much money as they're going to get paid every day while they're on vacation. But if I know the Dazzies, they could probably spend more money than they're going to be making in the legal shield business. But my point is wouldn't it be nice to build a business that allow you to do what you want to do? If you want to travel to Dubai or spend Thanksgiving in Dubai, maybe Christmas in Tokyo or something like that, you can do that because you went out there, you worked hard to build the business. But in order to build a business, you got to be willing to go through the no's, the people who are going to tell you no. And no does not mean no. It just means not now, or I need to know more. And if we understand that people aren't telling us no, they're not telling us to go to you know what, at least most people aren't. And the ones who are, we don't care about them anyway. We just want to continue to talk to the people and talk to the people and talk to people. My mentor, Woody Alexander, he had this thing, he called it TTMP, talk to people, talk to more people. And then he added ED, TTMPED, talk to more people every day. And he drilled that in our head. You got to talk to people, talk to people, talk to people. You know, one of the largest companies in this industry, they called it STP, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, STP. In our business, it's the same thing. We just got to talk to people. We got to expose people to the company and the concept every day. And then you got to be hundreds of people a day. You got to be dozens of people every day. But we got to set a goal and talk to people every day. Understand that not everyone that we talk to is going to be ready right now. That some people are going to say, not now, or no, it's not for me, or I'm not interested. And what they're saying is, this is not the right time for me, or I need to know more, which gives you an opportunity to share with them some different information, invite them to a live call, send them a video, send them a link, send them a PDF, send them a copy of an article about Legal Shield being rated the #1 identity theft protection plan in the company, or whatever it is, or just follow our system, reach up to your leadership and ask, hey, what can I send this person? They said this, they said that. Or focus on getting a third-party expert on, like we mentioned earlier, but just understanding and accepting that if you want to build a big business, you want to build a great business, you want to have success, that no is part of the process. And again, no, it's understanding and accepting that no does not mean no. It means not now. It means I already need to know more. So with that, I'm going to reach out to the rest of the executive director leadership team. Any thoughts from you guys? Tillis, Mr. Baylines, Shauna, Linda, anybody else who might want to chime in there? Just this whole idea of that no does not mean no, it just means not now, or I need to know more. Anybody else want to expound on that?
I thought Linda would jump in, but I'll give her a chance in a moment here, because I know the go for no is something that we truly love. Um, I just wanted to add, guys, and Mr. Peden is doing a phenomenal job talking about. It's one of my all-time favorite books. But just think of it like, when we're talking about going for no, it's not a negative connotation. Sometimes people think, oh, I don't want to hear no because that's so negative. But really, the no is just on the way to success. If the road to success requires that you be able to learn some different skills, right? And a lot of times when we're sitting here, we're looking at success is one way to the right and no is to the left. But that's not really how it works. No is on the road to success. And the sooner that you're able to just understand where people are right now in their lives, what hand on the clock they are in, that no will be less hurtful. It will be less impactful to you, because we say no all the time to things. For example, if you go in a store, it's holiday season. We're going to be out shopping. Some people are going to go to the store just because we haven't been able to go to a store in a year, right? So we're going to be out there. But as soon as you walk in the store, you know you're going to the store to buy something. As soon as the salesperson walk up to you and they say, "May I help you?" What do you automatically say?
No, I'm just looking.
No, thank you. It's just an impulse response. We're going to buy something. We know we are needing to look for something. So instead of point me in the clearance level section, we just say, "No, thank you. I'm just looking." Right? And that's exactly the way prospects are. That's exactly the same as people. Their automatic response is no. You find very few people that are going to say yes, right, as soon as they watch it, right? Because we're just conditioned that way. So just think of it, it's just on the road to success. And once you're able to grab that, once you're able to get that concept that people aren't saying no to you, that's just an impulse response.
Right.
Then you'll be able to get past that. At the end of the night, when we eat food, we're out in a restaurant, the waiter comes around and says, "You want some coffee? You want some dessert?" What do we say?
Nope.
No. They don't say, "Oh no, I'm going to quit my job. Everybody in this section said no to dessert."
Right. Could you imagine if that store clerk that she's talking about, every time someone said they went running back to the dressing room, "Oh my God, he said no." They know. You know, Tillis, that makes me think. Today we took the kids to see a movie. You know, we have this. You know, Russell and Emmy are learning Spanish in school, and Emmy had a little friend sleep over yesterday, and we met her and her dad at the movie theater. Her dad says, "I'm going to take," her name is Nicole, to the movies. And the movie they went to go see is this new Disney movie called Encanto. It's a great movie, but in Mexico, it's all the kids' movies are in Spanish. The adult movies are in English and Spanish, subtitles, something like that. But this is all in Spanish. So Emmy went to the movie, said, "Are you sure you want to go?" She said, "Yeah." So they went. What's my point? So today we took the kids to see the movie again because Russell didn't get to see it because he was at a friend's house. Anyway, on the way to the movies, let me just get to the point. Every Sunday when we drive to church, we're about 15 minutes from our church. We drive about 5 minutes from our house. There's this little speed bump. And at the speed bump, every Sunday is this couple, I don't know, they're from some church. They're all dressed in white and they have their little hats on. They look great. And they have a little bucket with a little slit in it for a donate. They stand in the middle of the road, y'all, every Sunday in the middle of a 2-lane highway. Now they're right at a speed bump, so people have to slow down, and they picked a great spot. And I'm telling you, I drive by everyone, and I wave at them. I haven't ever given them any money. Maybe I should, but we drive by. But I was thinking, man, how many people drive by them? They must have 100 cars an hour drive on both sides of them, and that don't give them any money. And so tonight, when that was this morning, we went to church. So tonight we're driving back to the movie theater. It had to be 4 or 5 o'clock. I told Carol, I said, these people have been here it was the same couple that was there this morning when we went to church. I said, these people have been here all day. That means, I imagine how many times people drove by them today. We drove by them 4 times a day and said no. Could you imagine if they went running back to their cars? But here's what they know. They know if they stand there long enough and get enough people passing them by saying no, they're going to get some money in that can. I don't know how much money they get every Sunday, but here's what I do know. Every Sunday, we've been here for 5 months. Every Sunday for the last 5 months, they're out there all day long with this coffee can looking thing. And people put money in it. They know that if they stand there long enough, they're going to get some donations. Somebody's going to put some money in there. And do you think that they're not taking it personal? Like they're not thinking every person drive by, they're not going, "You going to hell?" You know, they said, you know, they just know that people are going to drive by and not put some money or not stop and hand them some money. But they're getting no after no after no after no.
And you know what else, Mr. Peden? They're not thinking about the people who are saying no.
Exactly.
They're only looking for the 1 or 2 that's going to say yes and put some money in the bucket. They can care less about the people flying by them.
And you know what else they do to the people who say no? You know what else they do to the people who say no to us? They smile and wave and say thank you. Every time because I've just started, I said, at least I'm going to be nice. I'm not just going to drive by. You know, some people, we act like we don't even see it. We drive right by. We want to look them in the eyeball because we know we might, that's a bad thing. So I at least smile and just wave. They say gracias. And they smile even at the nose. See, and that's the point I think you're trying to make. They understand that no's is part of it. So they're happy with the no's because they realize, hey, the next one could be a yes. The next one could, it's probably going to be a no, but the next one could be someone who stops and hands them 100 pesos or 200 pesos or even 1,000 pesos. So that's what it's all about. So I hope you guys are getting this, guys, that it's understanding that no is part of the process and being okay with it. And understanding that every no, if you just stand there long enough, like this couple does every Sunday, you're going to get some yeses. And you know what? That's probably why they're there, right? I'm not even sure if it's about the donations. They just know their presence alone is reminding people that, hey, there's something more important than you. And it's helping others. That's what we're here for. So I don't know what their message is. Maybe one day I'll stop and have a conversation with them. But that's a great, it just popped in my head when you were talking earlier. Made me think about, these people who hear no every day, they don't go off running into the bushes and cry. They don't, because they don't take it personal. I remember, I don't know who did this training, but years ago, the first time I heard this idea of going for no is this, someone it was a training for stage, they had a deck of cards, and I'll share this with you guys tonight. We all know that in a regular deck of cards, there are 4 aces, right? There's 52 cards, 54, depending on, how you look at the card, 52 cards in a regular, bicycle deck of cards. And there's 4 aces. There's 2 jokers, because there's always a couple of jokers on your list, people that you're talking to. But there's 4 aces. And if I shuffled a deck of cards and handed you a deck of cards and told you I'll give you $100 for every ace, and you started turning over cards, you turn over the first 5 cards, would you stop? No, you wouldn't. And like I said, I'll give you $100 for every ace that you turn over. Let's say you kept 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th card, you still didn't get an ace. Would you stop turning over the cards? No, you wouldn't. What if you got to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards, no ace yet? Would you stop? No. Why? Because you know for a fact there are 4 aces in a deck. What if you got to card number 36, 37, still no ace? Would you stop? No. Why? Because you know there are 4 aces in that deck of cards. What if you got to card number 43, 44, still no aces? You probably start getting a little nervous, right? But you wouldn't stop because you think, man, in these last 6 or 7 cards, there's going to be some aces, right? What if I took the aces out of the deck and didn't tell you? You still would have kept turning because you know there's 4 aces in the deck of cards. And that's what this business is all about, knowing that there are 4 aces in your list of names that you put together. There are at least 4 aces on that list. If you put together a list of 100 names, there are 4 aces in that list. If you put another list of 100, you put 200 lists, there's another 4 aces there at least. Just understand and know that in the list of people that you're talking to, the people that you meet, I don't care where you get your list from. I don't care if you advertise, buy leads, whatever you do, there's aces in the deck. You just got to be willing to make enough exposures, turn those cards over, knowing full well that no, card number 1 is a no. Every card you turn over theoretically is a no, not now, need no more. But just knowing. There are 4 aces in that list, 4 aces in that deck of cards. And that's what it's all about. That was a powerful training. I'll never forget it because I know there's 4 aces in the deck of cards. But even if you didn't know I had taken the aces out of the deck before I handed it to you, you still would be committed to turn over every card in that deck that I gave you because you know that there's 4 aces in the deck. So I hope that was powerful, guys. Any other leader want to share? Mr. Valance, Linda T, Shauna Blanc.
I'll share, Mr. Pete. And, one thing I do know is from the book No, the most empowering word in the English language is yes. We're so used to yes, but when we went through this book, Tyson, definitely James Tyson was one of the, I got through 78s to get to him. And Marsha Blackwell was too. Marsha Blackwell actually told me no in the beginning, but she just said not now. Right. And then I turned around and followed back up, the follow-up part. And she ended up being one of the aces in the deck of cards, Woo! So yeah, so going through the no's, I know that we did a thing about, having a praise report when you got the no's. And that got me excited because it changed my way of thinking. So now no one can't tell me that no is a bad word, that I know that, yes to the destination, I got to go through the no's to get there, so changing the mindset it's not about what I think, but it's what I know now. Know is the way to go. So actually changed I would have never met a Stacey Martin. I would have never met half of the people I know now had it not been for going through the know and believing in my leaders. I believed in Tillis, and I believed in Mr. Dazzy and Mr. Valance, and I believed in you. I believed in what my leaders said. So back over to you, sir.
Thanks, Linda. And I appreciate that. But guys, Linda said she's so good, but she said a bunch of powerful things in there, y'all. The first thing she talked about was Marsha. Marsha's on the call. Marsha, how many times did you tell Linda no? Marsha Blackwell.
I don't remember.
You don't remember, but it was more than once, right?
It was more than
Definitely
once.
more than once.
More than once.
See, y'all, Marsha Blackwell is an ace, but she told Linda T no, and she's admitted right now more than once. No does not mean no. It means not now. Marsha just got on a few minutes ago thanking Linda and Tillis and the leadership team for being here for her. And this is a lady who said no multiple times over the last year before she joined us and partnered with us. So no does not mean no. It means not now, or I need to know more. I'm not sure what it was for I guess it was not now for Marsha, but appreciate you sharing that, Linda. Something else Linda said, guys, is that it changed her mindset. And that's all we're trying to do. I started this kind of rampage about going for no. And I think I said a couple of weeks ago that if we can get you to understand this thing and grasp it, your whole business will change, because that's what it changed for me. Once I got it, that I realized that it was not about me. I wasn't taking it personally. And I've said it on this call many times, there's not been one reported case of terminal rejection that I've ever heard. No one's ever died for being told no. And you just realize that it's not about being bulletproof. Some people say, oh, just be bulletproof, let the nose bounce off you. But it's not even that. What we're trying to help you understand with this concept is that this is not just a gimmick that we're trying to say, oh, just realize no is just part of the game. No is on the way to yes. No, we're saying change your mindset about it. Understand that no is the key. Just like that couple on the road this morning and every Sunday, they know that if they just get their stem, that speech bump, they're going to get some yeses. You just need to understand that if you will just expose enough people to Legal Shield, you're going to get some yeses. And Mr. Valance, if you would, sir, we talked about this last week on our accountability call. Guys, and I think I mentioned this briefly last week, is that most people make the decision to join after they see a live presentation. Now, not everybody makes a decision to join after they see a live presentation, but most people will make a decision to join you after seeing a live presentation. So you can send them tools and videos. I'm for video. I think we've got amazing tools in Legal Shield, some of the best in the industry. And that's me, not me talking. That's other leaders and other companies say, Legal Shield has got some of the best tools, and we do. So I think there are people who built amazing businesses using nothing but our tools, just our videos. But I think most people make a decision to join after they see a live presentation. You want to talk about that for a second, Mr. Valance, if you would, just the importance of a live presentation, and we make 5 of them available every week to our team. Mr. Valance still with us? There he is.
Yeah, I hope you can hear me, but huh?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, excellent. Well, I'm gonna say this, team, it's just amazing, as Mr. Pete and the rest of the leads were talking, no doesn't mean no, it just means not now, right? We've been talking about that, and I'm gonna say this, I just recruited a girl today that I've been talking to for I just went back through my prospect by Legal Shield, and she was 9 months ago, first time I talked to her. And, then I put her on one of our Zoom calls. And so, I'm looking back through my prospect. I think I put her on a Zoom call at the 3-month mark. And then, at the 6-month mark, I followed back up with her. And then here we are in the 9th month. And, hey, just following back up with her.
Is her name Marsha? Her name must be Marsha.
No, it's funny, right? Because I'm sitting on the beach in Aruba, and I get a phone call, and it says, she says, I'm ready I'm ready to go now. You know, she said, I think, you know, what you said the last couple of days, because I followed up with her before I left for Aruba trying to get things done. But at the same time, you know, she calls me while I'm here and says, yeah, let's do this. And I'm on the beach. I'm like, hey, okay, no problem. You know, but
Man.
the importance of the live event, let me just say this. And I used to tell folks this when I was, you know, RM in Delaware. And I just told folks, you know, hey, when you get people to the live event, you know, 95% of them will sign up. And they said, no way. I said, I promise you, even if they don't sign up that night, they are going to sign up because it's too good of information to take in, you know. And if we got them in a live event, even on our 645, if you guys start inviting your folks and asking them to put their cameras on, you'll know if they're in the event or they just got it on, right? So if they're in the event and you can see them, you know, chiming in, and you can see when the speaker says go into the chat and they go into the chat, oh, it's over. You know, you can guarantee that person's signing up. And so that's the importance of actually getting somebody to a live event versus, you know, a video. And I love our videos, so I'm not trying to say anything bad about the videos. We just don't have any control over the video. Right. So, you know, they can put it in, take and turn it on and be doing something totally different. And this ran and it's, hey, they watched 100%. When you follow back up with them, like I did with this one guy, and he had no clue of the video, right? So, you know, I'm like, did he watch it? Right. And, you know, so I'm just telling you guys, get them to the live event where you can get them in a controlled environment. And that controlled environment, even in today's market with our Zoom, is that camera's on, right? If you get that camera on, you know, when I do the invite for folks on my team to that event, I tell them, look, it's an interactive presentation. So we need you on the camera. And then I say, don't mute yourself until we start at 7 o'clock. And I do that when I do the invite because I know I want to have them in a controlled environment where we can see them and we can observe them. And if they pay attention, then it's a done deal. So, I mean, again, Legal Shield's too good and it just works. So it's not like people say, oh, that won't work. It's too valuable and it's got too much value in its proposition. So love it. I can't say enough about live events, Mr. Peden. You know, because 95% of the people you get to a live event, the question you got to ask yourself, how many people you get into the live event? That's all you got to be asking yourself now, right? If 95% of them are going to sign up, you know, you say, man, how many have I gotten to a live event? Follow that and then follow up, and you'll find out that you've done the 95% of will get in. Whether they get in today or 9 months from today, it doesn't matter. So back over to you, sir.
You guys want some guarantees? 95% of the people that you get on a live event are going to sign up. Maybe not night, but they're going to sign up because Mr. Bailan said the membership, I said this 100 times if I said it once on this call, the membership makes too much sense for people to say no to it. That's why better than 6 out of 10 people, better than 50% of the people who hear about our service buy it because it just makes sense at $1 a day to have it than not have it, or a cup of coffee a day if they get both plans, right? So 95%. So as you said, Mr. Bailan, 95% of people that you get on a live event, it doesn't have to be our live event, our hangouts that we do every night of the week. It could be one of the company live events. It could be a live Zoom, a launch Zoom for a new associate. We're talking about these, as someone put out, someone got a new associate started today, and we're going to get another new associate started tomorrow. And we're having new associates launch their business with a live Zoom call almost every night of the week, somewhere on this team. And people are joining because of their live presentation. So if 95% of people you get onto a live presentation will join, the key is how many people are you getting on the live presentations? And so that should be your focus. So how do I get someone to a Zoom call? You invite a bunch of people to the Zoom call. How do you get people onto the Zoom call? You invite a bunch of people. Now, not everyone you invite. Some of y'all know I've been focused hard on getting people to our live events, and I've gotten a few. And I got a young lady on a live event last week, signed her up, but got a brand new associate. But I've had nights where I've had 5 guests confirmed to be on the hangout and not one of them show up. And that's frustrating. But you know what? I just keep inviting because I know I'm gonna get somebody on the Zoom. If I can get them on the Zoom, odds are they're gonna sign up. And that's what you need to understand. You might, I have realized it. Trust me, I have been where you've been. I was an associate, a brand new associate. We didn't have Zoom calls back then, but I know what it's like to be excited, to finally get someone who's interested, even taking a look and then confirm them, and then them not showing how deflating that could be because you're just banking on them being on, and you know, man, I might have me a new member or a new associate tonight, and they don't even get on, don't have the courage to call you, don't even won't respond to your text messages. I realize how deflating it can be. But we're trying to get you to understand tonight, if you understand that's just part of the game, part of the business, then you won't let it affect you, because some will, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting for you. We call it SW, 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 SW. Some will, some won't. So what? Someone is waiting for you. But if you don't continue to invite that someone who's waiting, that last SW, you won't find them. I say this all the time. If I said it once, said it 100 times on this call, someone tonight, someone on your list tonight is going to go to bed praying for an opportunity, praying for this service to help them in their current situation, praying for a way to have a better holiday or to make 2022 a better year than 2021 was for them. They are praying to God for an opportunity. The problem is they're not waving a sign. They don't have a thing on their forehead that says, I'm the one that prayed. But the only way you can find them is you've got to talk to everyone and find out who that person is. Now, when you call them up, they're going to go, hey, I was praying for this last night. Somebody might say that, but odds are they're not. But the only way, just trust me, borrow my belief in what I'm telling you, that someone on your list or someone that you know, it could be their contact, is praying for an opportunity like Legal Shield. They're just waiting for you to introduce them to it. And if you have, that's what Fran Alexander told Carol and I years ago. And I stuck, I never forgot this. Every time I felt like not making another phone call, I said, what if the next call I make is the one that was praying? And if you have that attitude, that'll compel you to make the next call, make the next phone call, make the next follow-up call, because there's someone out there waiting for you to reach out to them. And if you will understand and to believe that, then making enough calls, enough invites to the live events will work. And if you'll make enough phone calls, right, Linda T, if they'll make enough calls, they'll get 1, 2, 3 people on the Hangouts, right, Linda T?
Exactly. You're right, Mr. P. That's definitely true.
It's just inviting, contact and inviting, contact and inviting, contact and inviting. It has nothing to do with what you say, or it might have something to do with how you say it. You can't go, would you want to get on this call tonight? You keep your, you could. Look, right, Mr. Valens, we know, until it's the rest of our leadership team, we know that even if you just call people up and go, you and Ben shouldn't take a look at an opportunity I'm involved in with you. If you did that enough times, somebody's going to say yes. Now, I'm telling you, your music has a lot to do with it. People can they can hear the enthusiasm in your voice. So if you will follow the magic script, or if you will just smile before you make the phone call. And when you reach out to people and invite them, contact and invite them to one of our live events, they will show up. Now, some will say no, a lot will say no. But if you'll make enough contacts and invite enough people, you're going to get people on. And if you'll get enough people on, 95% of them will make the decision to join you. Some immediately, some a week, some 3 months, some 6 months, some 9 months, like Mr. Valens said. But they're all going to say yes at some point. 95% of the people that you get on to a live event will say yes.
Mr. Peden?
Go ahead, Ms. Clines.
I just wanted to say to everyone, if you heard Mr. Peden, now you know how good he is, and if those guests are not coming for him, that means we have to invite a lot more than what he's inviting in order to get people to say yes. And it's okay, because people call me all the time and say, well, how did you do this? And I just talking to a whole lot of people. Mr. Peden did my first event, and we got all twisted up. So he was late trying to find us. But the deal is there was a lot of people in my home, but nobody signed up that night. But over the next 6 months, 5 of those individuals signed up and 2 of them became associates. So they don't always sign up the day you having the live event, like Mr. Bayline said, but they will sign up. It's inevitable.
And those 2 became executive directors. One of them became a millionaire club member. One of them became a 6-figure ring earner. I mean, we could go on and on. I'm sorry, Ms. Klein, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, just don't let no scare you. Embrace it. The more no's you get, you know the yeses is right around the corner. More no's, yeses. And some months you might have a little slump. Don't worry about it. This month, I'm at regular PC. I haven't been at regular PC in 200 and some months. So I either got to kick my butt or do something because I plan to be at Pro when it's over with. 2 days left.
2 days
Gotta
left.
get
She
moving.
be PC Pro. She goes by the 30th of this month. Diane Klein's going to be PC Pro. I guarantee. I'll put some money on that, y'all. So, but that, you know what? But she knows. You know why she knows? She knows if she makes enough phone calls, get her PC Pro done. It's in the bag. That you have to have that same belief that if I will just make the contacts and make the invitations, I will end up with the people on the Hangouts and on the live events, and I will eventually get the folks signed up. And that's all we're trying to impart to you tonight, that this is what it's all about, y'all. Now, a lot of times I feel like I'm preaching to the choir because you guys are the one who decided to take an hour out of your Sunday night away from, maybe you guys family still with you over the weekend from Thanksgiving, to hop on this call to learn how to build and grow your business. But you have to impart this information to your team members because there's another reason I always say you get your team on the call so they can hear what we're talking about tonight themselves, instead of you having to try to impart to them this whole concept of going for no and how important the 4 H's are. Of course, you can send them a replay link and everything, but I feel like we appreciate the choir, but some of you on this call needed to hear this. So Mr. Pete, you've been talking about this for the last 3 weeks, but it's that preacher who preached the same sermon every month, every Sunday for 6 months. So then finally the deacons and some of the leaders of the church they said, Pastor, you've been preaching the same sermon for the last 6 months. He said, yeah, when people start doing what I'm preaching, I'll change the sermon up. So I'm imparting this to you because I know some of you need this breakthrough. You're wanting a breakthrough in your business, and you're just saying, man, how I get it, guys. I realize that I could do that. People will join. I need to get more people on. How do I get more people exposed?
Hey, Russell.
Cindy, go ahead.
Yeah, talking about not doing and preaching the same thing. I guarantee, like, there's 33 people on this call. I guarantee not everybody has that book, Go for No.
So I give you guys a free version of it.
I mean, let me tell you, I got it. It's a skinny little book. It's right here. And it's cool. For those of you that don't read, I mean, it's story like. Yeah. I mean, it's written kind of fiction story like. I mean, it is so good. And I just want to encourage everybody to get it. I think it was $12.95 on Amazon. It came in 2 days or something like that. But really, I mean, talking about not doing, just get it and start reading. So that's my little tidbit for the night.
Well, and guys, look, and I'm all, the guy wrote the book and he's selling the book. I think he deserves to get paid for writing the book. He recorded I told you, I posted the link to the Audible book. The Audible version of the book is an hour and 45-minute listen. You could probably read it in less than an hour, but if you listen to it on Audible, it's an hour and 45 minutes. I listened to it in the shower over 3 days. But it's a quick read, but it's a powerful book. But if you listen to it multiple times, read it multiple times, it took me 4 or 5 times to listen to it to capture it again, to get the essence of it, the powerful message that's in the book. And I even put the link in the GroupMe chat on the Facebook page. I found a free link to it on. You can just listen to any book that's available on audio. People have uploaded them to YouTube. That's a copyright violation, but listening to it on YouTube is not a violation. The person who uploaded to YouTube is the one that's in trouble. So you can even listen to it for free if you don't want to fork over the $12. But if you don't want to fork over the $12, maybe you don't deserve the powerful message that's in the book. But if you want to, it's available to you. Listen to the book and more than once, and you will capture the essence of it. So I think I was gonna say, I think we beat this horse to death. We're not. We're gonna continue to talk about it probably up until the end of this year before we shift gears into talking about Performance Club and how powerful that could be. But we just want the leadership team, and I just want you to capture this message that if you understand that it's just part of the business. And it's not something when you just get over, we're not just saying to get over the nose, deal with it. It's just that's not what we're saying. We want you to realize that, understand that like the couple on the road today, they know that there's 4 aces in the deck. They know that some people are going to stop and hand them some money. And if we know that if you'll make enough contacts and do enough invitations, you're going to start signing people up left and right. And you're going to get on this call in 6 weeks or 6 months or maybe even 6 years and talk about how when you finally grasp that concept, it changed your business. And now you're getting a call from a prospect from 9 months ago because you're on the beach in Aruba, or maybe you're in Dubai, like Mr. and Mrs. Dazzy are right now, or maybe you're in Mexico, or maybe you're in Virginia, or maybe you're taking care of your mom like Tillis was, but your business is growing despite you because you decided to continue to go for no, because you've realized and understood and internalize the fact that no is just part of the business. And I got a TTNP, talk to more people. I got a TTNPED, I got to talk to more people every day. And if I'll do that, I'll eventually get some people to take a look, and some of those people are going to join, and somebody going to become my leaders, and some of the leaders are going to be Diane Kleins and Ian Elvalines and Tillis Alizé and Linda Texiera and Cindy Marvin and all these great leaders that we have. These type of leaders are out there waiting to join your team, but you've got to be able to go through the numbers to find them. So with that, let's close out this month strong. I want to have Mr. Dazzy on tonight to give you guys, any other leaders, executive directors, you guys have the deadlines, month-end deadlines for us tonight? I know they're basically the same every month, but luckily the month is on a Tuesday, right? Yeah, this coming Tuesday. So what's the typical month-end deadlines, guys? 2 p.m.
4:59 p.m. for any reinstate, add-ons, or anything like that. Anything that a person has to touch, you have to be through by 4:59. If you have a brand new membership or associate, brand new, you have up to until 11:59. Yeah, guys, 11:59 Central Time. So make sure you know that.
4:59, guys. So 4:59 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday for any applications that you scan, upload. If they're a group app on the, what is that group app website called, Cindy, Sharon? Those have to be in by 4:59. Notice it didn't say 4:59 p.m. And then all new memberships, all new associate agreements can be submitted all up until 11:59 p.m. Central Time on Tuesday night. Not
it was Legal Shield at work.
Legal Shield at work. That's that way. I always forget the name, but those have to be in by 4:59 p.m. That means you have to get the confirmation email or screen that says congratulations, your membership is submitted, or your whatever. That has to be done by 11. So you can't submit it at 4:59 or 11:59, and then at 12:01 or 5:01 you get the screen, because it's going to show up as a December application, y'all. So what we're trying to say is get it done earlier. Those are the deadlines, but don't wait to the deadlines to submit. Just know that you have until 4:59 to get anything that requires the company to process it. I mean, someone at the corporate office has to do with it. It needs to be verified. It needs to be, the credit card needs to be looked at or something like that. That all has to be done by 4:59 p.m. Central Time. All new applications online can be submitted all up until 11:59 p.m. Central Time. But again, we're giving these deadlines so that you have them, but don't wait to the last minute.
Don't forget, if you have an associate and you don't have your associate on automatic, you have to place them too before those terms.
Yes.
In order for them to count for this month.
And an associate has to be placed And if you don't know what we're talking about, then maybe it doesn't affect you. But if you have a question about what we're talking about, associates have to be placed by 11:59 p.m. as well. If you want that associate account for this month, otherwise it'll count for next month or whenever the place usually the 48 hours plays it automatically for you. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, reach out to the group chat. Someone will explain it to you. Give me a call. I'll explain it to you. Reach up to your plan executive director. But let's finish out this month. If you're not PC qualified, that should be your goal for by 11:59 p.m. Tuesday is to get performance qualified. If you're currently PC qualified, you're still going for PC Pro. Might as well go for it because at least you're PC qualified. Might as well go for Pro. And anything over Pro is an overage for next month. It gives you a head start on your PC for December. And we're going to talk a lot about PC in the coming weeks as we get closer to the end of the year and start out the new year. Have a phenomenal week, guys. Close out this week strong. Get your PC done. Get to whatever your goal is for the month. If it's manager, senior manager, director, senior director, executive director, get it done. Realize that you have a team here ready and willing to help you hit your goals this month. We're not just here to pump you up every Sunday night so you can get out there and go charge. No, we're here to run with you all throughout the week, help you with three-way calls, help you with welcome calls, help you close out anybody that you need help closing out. That's what the team is here for you. We're a team. We're a family because we're here to help you achieve your goals. When I say we want to help you achieve whatever level of success you desire, that's not cliche. That's what we're here to do. We're here to help you. But we can't read your mind. We don't know that you need help unless you reach up to say, hey, I need help. And that could be a text message or a phone call or a messaging group me, letting us know that you need some assistance. And someone on this team, myself included, and the rest of the leadership team will help you reach your goals if you want us to. So have a great week. Let's get your Performance Club done or your PC Pro done by the end of this month. Have a great week and we look forward to talking to you guys on next Sunday's call, which will be the first week of the last month of 2021. I can't believe this year is almost over. And by the way, for some of you know that that means you're like what, 26 days away from Christmas. My kids, we have this little countdown to Christmas. My kids have already started. And so I can't believe Christmas is already here. That means the end of the year is almost here as well. So let's have a great week. Close out this month strong. We'll talk to you guys next Sunday's call. Thanks for being on, everyone. Have a great week. Good night, everyone. Thanks, leaders, for all your input and comments. Tillis, Cindy, Ms. Kleins, Ms. Valines, Linda, Stacy, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week, everybody. Good night.
Good night.